President Donald Trump scrutinized NFL players who challenge amid the national song of praise in a discourse he conveyed on Friday in Alabama, proposing that group proprietors should fire players who do as such. Each group that played on Sunday took an interest in some type of show, from players, mentors and administrators who stood together affectionately intertwined along the sidelines to other people who sat, stooped or raised a clench hand to entire groups that remained in the locker room or passage for the term of the song of praise. Here's a testing of quotes from the individuals who did, and did not, take part in these showings. Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers mentor: "I truly believe that more than anything it limited it as a diversion for us, and once we went to that assurance it was nothing new. The huge thing is that we stay joined together. This session of football is a one-of-a-kind one and we're all together honored to be a piece of it. We won't be partitioned by this. We have a gathering of men in there that originate from various financial foundations, races, beliefs, ethnicities, religions etc. That is football. That is a great deal of group activities. But since of our position we get tranquilized into horse crap, to be very fair with you. Some have feelings, some don't. We needed to secure the individuals who don't and we needed to ensure the individuals who do. We came here to play a football game today, and that was our aim." Tomlin and Steelers mentors remained on the sideline for the national song of devotion while everything except one player remained in the passage. Von Miller, Denver Broncos linebacker: "Me and my partners, we had an inclination that we felt like President Trump's discourse was a strike on our most treasured right, the right to speak freely. Along these lines, on the whole we had a feeling that we needed to accomplish something before this amusement. I have a gigantic regard for the military and for the defensive administrations. I've been to Afghanistan, met genuine superheroes. It wasn't any lack of regard to them. It was for my siblings that have been assaulted for things that they do amid the diversion, and I had a feeling that I needed to go along with them on this one." Miller was one of 32 Broncos players who bowed amid the song of praise. Richard Sherman, Seattle Seahawks cornerback: "As a group, we needed to do our best to not exclude our folks, any of our people, enable them to feel invited and not by any stretch of the imagination make them awkward. That is the most exceedingly bad thing you could do as a partner, is put your colleague in an awkward position. We don't go out, the entire group doesn't turn out, at that point it's less demanding for them to guard themselves, say, hello, it's a group choice. I simply did what the group did. You're a decent colleague, flawless, fine. Be that as it may, in the event that you get out there and you ask a person to kneel or sit, conflicting with his esteems, conflicting with his family, you place him in strange spots. So we never needed. We figure we made a decent showing with regards to getting our message out and doing whatever it takes not to occupy from it." Sherman and the Seahawks remained in the locker space for the hymn. Drew Brees, Saints quarterback: "Do I surmise that there's imbalance in this nation? Indeed I do. Do I feel that there's bigotry? Truly I do. I believe that there's imbalance for ladies in the working environment. I surmise that there's disparity for non-white individuals, for minorities, for outsiders. However, in accordance with the national song of devotion, I will dependably feel that in the event that you are an American, that the national hymn is the open door for every one of us to stand up together, to be brought together and to indicate regard for our nation." Brees remained for the hymn. Chris Long, Philadelphia Eagles guarded end: "It sort of gets conflated in light of the fact that things folks are challenging about, yet when the president gets us out, we're the greater part of the sudden sort of descending the privilege to challenge, which you wouldn't think you'd need to do in this nation. This is a magnificent, brilliant nation with things that we can enhance, and that is each one of those folks were attempting to do was enhance a few things. Perhaps he should lead another nation, since this isn't where serene dissent is inadmissible. That is the thing that this nation is based on." Long remained with partner Malcolm Jenkins, who raised his clench hands amid the hymn. The hymn,